Hi, welcome back to your English lesson with the Language for All channel. Today, we're going to take a look at when we use the present simple and the present continuous. My students sometimes find this very confusing, so let's get started. Okay, let's begin. I just want to start with a reminder that I already have made 2 videos separately on the present simple and the present continuous. Here, you can find some links. So let's remind ourselves very quickly. When do we use the present simple? We use it to talk about things we usually do. These are habits. We use it to talk about permanent situations and general truths. These are things that do not change. We also use it to talk about timetables and programs. We also use the present simple to tell stories, commentary, or directions. And last but not least, we use it when using stative verbs. These are verbs that talk about states rather than actions, such as love, like, hate, think. Now let's review when we use the present continuous. We use it to describe an action going on at this very moment, current trends. We also use it to describe actions in the near future that are already somewhat planned. We use it to describe a temporary situation. This is a situation that might change. And last but not least, we use it with words like always, forever, constantly, when we are describing habitual actions that usually annoy us. So, these are some clue words that I have put together that may signal when to use which tense. So, on the left, you see that when you see the following words, usually you will use the present simple. These are words like always, usually, rarely, every weekend, every morning, sometimes, occasionally. These words all signal that we are talking about a habit. Now, on the right, you'll see some words that are associated with the present continuous. These are words like currently, right now, at the moment, next weekend, next month, on Monday, tonight, constantly. Most of these words have to do with something happening right now or in the near future. So now let's play a game. I'm going to put up some examples, and you have 5 seconds to fill in the blank yourself before I give you the answer and the explanation. Are you ready? Let's begin. Sarah always rides her bike in the mornings. This is because we're talking about a habit she has every morning. She always rides her bike in the mornings. So we use the present simple. Let's do the next one. Peter is visiting his grandmother next weekend. This is because we're talking about an event in the future that is already planned. So we use the present continuous. Did you get that right? Let's try the next one. There are 2 blanks in the next one. I rarely go to the cinema, but on Monday, I am going with my friends to see the Avengers. Here, we're using 2 different tenses. In the first blank, we're talking about a habit that the subject has or does not have. In this case, he does not go to the cinema. So we're still using the present simple with the word rarely. I rarely go to the cinema, but now this is a temporary situation in the near future. On Monday, I am going with my friends to see the Avengers. Let's go to the next one. The train for Paris leaves at 2:45. We're using the present simple because this is a timetable. Let's try the next one. I am taking the bus to school this morning, but I usually walk. So, again, in the first blank, we're using the present continuous because it is an event in the near future that is temporary. And in the second blank, we're talking about his habit. I usually walk. How did we do so far? Let's continue. Look, Alex is smelling the flowers. They must smell wonderful. The verb smell can refer to an action and a state. In the first blank, we use the present continuous because it is an action that is happening at the moment we are speaking. Alex is smelling the flowers right now. This is hinted to you because of the word look in the beginning. Alex is smelling the flowers. It's an action he is doing. In the next sentence, they must smell wonderful. The flowers are not doing an action when they smell wonderful. It's a state. It's not an action the flowers are actively doing. This is why, in this case, it uses the present simple. Let's take a look at the next one. This one gave it away because there are two blanks. Zoe and Tracy are always talking in class, and I find it very distracting. In this sentence, always is being used to refer to a habit, and you may think, why aren't we using present simple? That is because if you remember, we use the present continuous with words like always, constantly, and forever when we're talking about a habit that is annoying. Let's look at the next one. Bananas grow on trees. We use the present simple here because we're referring to a truth, a scientific fact, a permanent situation. This will never change. Let's look at the next one. This one is tricky, so be warned. Right now, I am really loving the new matte lipstick trend. You may see the verb love and think, yes, but it is a state of verb. Why aren't we using the present simple? And this is because, firstly, you see the words right now in the beginning of the sentence, which hint that we're in the present continuous. Also, we're talking about a trend. And remember, when we're talking about current trends, we use the present continuous. Let's look at the next one. Do you believe she is telling the truth? In this case, believe is a stative verb. It refers to a state of mind and not an active action. So no matter what, we use the present simple in this sentence. How did you do? Did you find it easy? Thank you for watching. If you check the description below, you'll find a worksheet for additional practice. You can subscribe to my channel for more free videos and consider giving us a like if you found this helpful. Keep in mind, if you would like access to free weekly worksheets, tips, test-taking strategies, and other free resources, consider signing up for my mailing list below. I promise I never spam. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.